I mentioned earlier in the programme that I had discovered evidence of a previously unknown Roman fortlet just 1 mile away from the prehistoric encampment. Dating back to the 1st century, this Roman military installation was built on the highest ground in the area, providing an easily defended site while protecting an important crossroads. The fortlet would have been home to about 80 Roman soldiers, 1 commander and 1 centurion. The area was a hive of activity, with regular patrols of Roman soldiers marching between the fortlet and the important crossing point at the River Mersey, a vital lifeline to the Roman army and the gateway for the campaign to take control of the lands to the north of the Mersey. The legionary soldiers were a formidable force in the area, and every soldier was prepared to sacrifice his life in the name of Rome. To the local people of the area, the Roman army represented the power of an invading force, but at the same time many people came to cooperate with them as they took a firm grip on the region. A Roman soldier was well practiced in effective warfare techniques, using both weapons and, if required, hand-to-hand fighting. But it was the power and might of the Roman cavalry that struck the most fear into the enemy. The cavalrymen were highly skilled horsemen, and it was worth noting that stirrups were not invented in Roman times. Military drill and practice was commonplace in Roman Britain, and it kept a legion active and always readily prepared to fight at a moment's notice. Roman weaponry was fearsome, and the firepower was previously unknown in Britain. The ballista as seen here could fire armour-piercing crossbow bolts for many hundreds of yards with deadly effect. The soldiers were well armed and paid for their own equipment. For this reason it was essential to buy the best weaponry available. Arrows and spears were regularly recovered from the battlefield and reused again. I find it quite amazing that almost 2,000 years later I have discovered where the spot of the Roman fort once stood, leaving behind many clues of the existence of the Roman soldiers dating back to the 1st century. During my initial search of the area, I recovered many amazing Roman artefacts, including these classic brooches, also known as fibula. Even a silver denarius from the Republic of Rome was found at the site and subsequently identified as being minted in 118 BC. It is vital that all the evidence recovered during my research is recorded for the archaeological record, and this is carried out on a regular basis. Nick Herapath, archaeologist and finds liaison officer for North West England, is a regular visitor to my home to record and photograph the artefacts that I recover during my research. As well as metalwork, Nick also records pottery and glass, and even stone artefacts such as these Iron Age and Roman quernstones used to grind corn and cereals for food. A wide selection of metal objects are recovered on a regular basis, all requiring identification and recording. No doubt we will continue to recover more evidence left behind in the fields across Britain by our ancestors that will go on to tell us more about the lives and the beliefs held by our forebears. The bronze work, the flint arrowheads and the multitude of ancient artefacts will all one day lead us to uncover the truth about the people who made Britain what it is today. But one mystery still remains. Is this human molar tooth that we recovered from the fields the one major clue that will lead us to discover the burials and cremations that took place here in prehistoric times, and revealing the true rituals and beliefs that can only be the echoes of our ancestors?